welcome back to the Haters Club. I'm one of your hosts, Unc. We got Bert.
What's good, y'all?
We got KJ.
What's good? What's good?
All right, we back for another episode. We've hit a few different topics throughout the couple episodes we put out, but we haven't given our anime side any love. So today, we gonna give y'all a little bit of like what we think is our Mount Rushmore of anime. You know what we think, and what type of anime we kind of grow up on, and what paved the way for us to like be here today and have so much diverse animes. That we can just go on a country roll and just scroll for days.
Yeah, man.
And just pick different types of different genres of it. I remember. I don't know, man. I'm about to go into a tangent.
About
back in my
Toonami.
day, there weren't no anime. I only had it.
Yeah, we got.
Well, we had Cartoon Network, but now we got Crunchyroll. All that.
Y'all got options, man. And for me, I mean, I can kind of speak to the side of where we didn't have it.
Yeah.
You had to catch it in little spurts. Before the tsunami. It was like,
But I feel like it's a little oversaturated. Like everything, low key. Like even with the games, it's like it's so much. You don't be having time, like, bro. I'm way behind with a lot of anime.
Curse. I mean, sometimes it's like if you had to change, like when you get them times when you're off and you're just relaxed.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, let me go tune, and you got so many options. Even if you wanted to run it back and marathon, Attack on Titan, or Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball or Classic, you can go back and do that.
Yeah, you're right. You could go binge it. I had to get a whole DVD set or something. Just to you feel me?
We didn't have the option, so now I feel, it's an option. Y'all can marathon some stuff. Even One Piece, y'all want to go on spend half of your life watching One Piece. You can do that. You know what I mean? You can do that, but I think that I don't know which one of y'all want to start with it, but what is y'all's Mount Rushmore? I mean, we don't even have to do Mount Rushmore if it's too long of a thing. We could do a top. What's your top three, or what's your most influential? I mean, we can kind of.
I go first.
Anime, you know what I'm saying?
Because I could take a 3 off the rip. You feel me?
All right. Well, let's.
So for me, gotta be Naruto. I'm saying that off
Which
the
one?
rip.
Shippuden? Or
I mean, Naruto's Naruto to me.
Okay, you just the whole
shebang.
Okay.
I like both, baby Naruto and Shippuden.
Baby
Baby Naruto.
Baby Naruto.
Yeah, bro, Naruto's that guys. That like to me, that's that one. I gotta throw Dragon Ball Z,
of course,
in there.
That's the
Or I could just say Dragon Ball, because like I said, Naruto, Dragon Ball, anything, Dragon Ball, and then after that, for me, I gotta go Pokemon. And then we get dicey with the fourth. Like,
you know what I'm saying? We could do top 3 if it's kind of.
No, I want to do Mount Rushmore though. Yeah, you feel me? Because I feel like my Mount Rushmore is on point so far. Hold on.
Not a decent list.
Hold on.
I don't know. Some people got the Trinity.
Hold on.
You ain't putting none of you're missing a few of those from the Trinity.
I mean, it still is my list. All right, for me, Pokemon. Then I gotta go for the last one. I think I gotta go AOT.
Attack on Titan?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, I gotta go Attack on
You gotta
Titan.
get one of the newer.
You gotta put a new one in there.
Gotta put a newer one for sure, because they snapping.
For sure.
I had to put something.
Now, what you got, Albert?
For me, I'm gonna go. My base is gonna be Dragon Ball. I mean, that's what I started off on, Dragon Ball. Dang, could I throw Yu-Gi-Oh in there? Do
Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I used to
For
watch
sure.
Yu-Gi-Oh Saturday mornings.
For sure.
Akame got killed. Shout out KJ for sure.
Bro,
Akame
that's
got
one of
killed,
them
12
ones.
episode joint right there. Oh my goodness.
Bro, I'll be telling you, gotta watch that. That's that fire.
Yeah. After Dragon Ball. Man, let me see. For the new one, I'll go See, I could split it between Attack on Titan and Gotcha Gata. That's a newer one that just came out like last
You
year.
gonna put that if it's a new one? Is it finished?
It's not finished.
That means like
it's not finished. They still got episodes dropping, but they just finished the first season.
You're putting a new one on there just to
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna throw out
your recommendation.
Honorable mention. Put it like that. Yeah, honorable mention. Yeah.
And that fire.
Yeah, Gotcha Gata's like that. I'm not gonna.
That fire you put it on there.
Yeah.
I gotta go see that. And I'm late.
Yeah. For me, man.
He only said 3 though.
Oh.
Mount Rushmore is 4 people, right?
Yeah. You said Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Kami got killed.
Kami
And
got
then
killed.
what? Gotcha. That's on the Mount Rushmore. Gotcha. Gata.
Yeah, that's on my Mount Rushmore for sure.
Okay.
It's Mount Rushmore crazy.
Mine's gonna be a little crazy because I'm just going nostalgic for me, man. I gotta go with Sailor Moon, man.
Okay.
I like that. I used to wake up before school, watch Sailor Moon, man. Used to come on.
I heard that is that fire.
Now,
That got a remake. You know they rebooted that.
Oh, okay.
Sailor Moon got remade.
But like, for
You
me,
talk about that
nostalgic,
classic,
man.
though.
I used to watch that. It wasn't the most action packed. It was kind of like, light. It wasn't really, But I just, I paved the way for me as far as watching, like getting really into it and being like, oh man, like there's more like this. Sailor Moon was one of those for me. You know what I mean? I watched a lot of DVDs, so I mean we're talking about animated series, somewhat like just the anime series. I might have to go with. Dragon Ball. That's another one.
Gotta put that in
Dragon
there.
Ball,
I was thinking about
Dragon Ball.
Avatar, but it was like I didn't think that counted. Yeah, that's like cartoon.
Though, yeah.
But don't they got a book though? Don't they got like a manga?
Ooh, Avatar, I think it got some book.
Oh, it's not a manga.
So,
Yeah, it's a
just a
book.
regular
Even the seasons I call like book 1,
Yeah,
book
right.
2.
You're right.
like
and
their
I would
books.
probably go with
That's Nickelodeon, but it's
was-
almost anime. That's why I'm like, damn, might as well. My fault. Go ahead.
like wait for you. Probably I'll go Alchemist Brotherhood. Full Metal.
Full Metal.
Full Metal.
That's one of the ones.
I gotta
Metal
finish that.
Alchemist, Brotherhood. I mean, you both of them is good. I mean, I think Brotherhood had a little bit more in depth stuff. Of course, I would probably go with if I'm going with someone new. I won't even go with. I'm not even gonna put a new one in there. I'll go with Naruto. It's fairly new compared to the other two I mentioned.
I guess, bro. I was thinking about Boondocks.
I don't know. I mean,
That counts.
The style is anime, but I don't
That's
think
it
they
counts.
don't have the manga, and they don't. I don't know if they consider. I mean, I would consider.
Why?
it
That would be
Cause
like Avatar, right?
I would. Yeah, I would say
Kinda.
It's, I would consider it anime. But,
Me too. I would. In my book,
but-
that's
That's
anime.
low. That's anime.
In my book, that's anime.
And if it is, I don't know.
You
They got
start
a couple
adding. You
seasons.
start adding a few other stuff in there.
Boondocks
Like,
that gas.
Afro
This is
Samurai and
Nah, I wouldn't put Afro Samurai in there.
Afro
That's a
Samurai,
good. That is
that's not
fire, though.
anime?
That is anime.
I'm saying,
I'm
Oh,
saying
I
I
was
wouldn't
saying-
put it on no Mount Rushmore
I'm
though.
just
Oh,
saying,
But it's fire.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Have you seen the Afro Samurai?
They
Fire.
had Samuel L. Jackson as the
Yes,
in
bro,
there.
as the
Yeah.
lead, bro.
No, but I mean, there's stuff like for me, the movies going back. I remember my brother had Ninja Scroll.
I've seen Ninja Scroll.
Akira was one
Seen
of my
Akira.
introduction to the movies of anime and really deep storytelling, and a lot of these shows that they kind of all now kind of sampled that style of Akira. Like that's man, I love
Bro,
that.
the
show,
ending
the
to
story.
Akira was so crazy,
amazing.
bro.
Yeah,
That's an amazing movie.
that
I think
it
that-
fire anime though.
If you
Fire.
don't know about it, you got to go and check that out. Akira, Ghost in the Shell. I mean,
Ooh, I
Bruh.
love them anime. Bro, I love the way
I
the
did-
Jones is animated.
I never
bro.
seen Ghost in the Shell.
That anime style back then.
What, Ghost
bro,
in the
it's just
Shell?
So clean.
they even got
bruh.
some Batman animes. That's pretty good.
Batman Beyond look like an
Batman
anime.
animated series,
Yeah,
right?
they got some
Oh, they do got that
they got
anime,
some animes. Like
Rick
they're
and
Japanese
Morty got an
style.
anime.
Japanese anime.
You know, Rick and Morty got an
I think they're
anime.
on HBO. You
Oh
can
yeah,
just
they
find them
dropped.
on
They
HBO.
dropped.
Yeah,
Like
Rick and Morty. That
a Batman. I know what you're talking about. The Batman anime with I know
Who
exactly
are
what
you
you're
about?
talking
I know you
On
about
HBO Max.
talk about Batman Ninja.
But
Yeah, that right there.
but
That's
you know,
that was
yeah, man, you
that
know,
was some
for
fire
me,
to
that
me.
you know, that's my these are my like childhood memories of anime like coming up. Also Gundam Wing and you know all the Gundams.
See, I never watched any of them Gundams.
Bebop, you know,
I heard them
Saigon,
Gundams were classics.
You know what I mean? This stuff used to come on late because it was a little bit more mature for the kids. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, they you know, it's a time, man. Nowadays, you can just go on, like I said, Crunchyroll and go scrolling, and they give you recommendations and stuff. Now you're like, hey, check this out. Like, got your Akuda. Keep trying to tell this guy about it. You know, the Kaiju.
I know. I seen Kaiju number 8. I seen Kaiju number 8.
You seen it?
Yes.
Okay.
I seen Kaiju number 8.
Yeah,
I
man,
seen
it's
Solo Level and
Solo,
Kaiju
yeah,
I'm
Level.
surprised My Hero went on your list.
What?
Oh, My Hero Academia.
I do love My
I'm
Hero.
surprised My Hero went on. your
That's
list.
not on my
mean-
list though. I think Demon Slayer is better than My Hero to me.
For sure.
Slayer?
The story.
Yeah.
The story
Yeah, for
is-
sure.
Demon Slayer, Attack on
Slayer,
Titan's
Demon
better.
Slayer, oh man.
Jujutsu
Like,
Kaisen.
20 Demon Slayer.
Jujutsu
bro.
Kaisen's better.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
But My Hero's like for new.
I just think that it
There's
just
a few-
it
few
bit too
new-
much off of Naruto a little bit for me. I like it, but it's just
Yeah,
it's
same
like,
concept.
it got
it's
his
a little same-
nah.
somewhat
Same
same-
concept.
Like I
nah.
said, I like it.
It
I'm
got
not
his
saying it's
own
not.
sauce.
It has its own sauce, but I'm just saying that if you look at the playbook, they did take a lot from instead of the ninjas is the is the
superheroes.
heroes, and one doesn't have ability. He has a secret ability. That he got from.
He got an
My
ability.
hero,
It's a
my
sick- I'm
hero
saying,
ain't
but
nothing but a whole bunch of
He
mutants.
basically learning as he goes. You know what I mean?
God.
So,
Professor X.
it's a good anime. I'm not even knocking it, but it's just.
I'm not
it's
caught
just-
up either. Like, I think they're about to drop the final season, so I'm kind of behind. But My Hero got a special place in my heart. That's one of them ones.
No, but I mean, there's these.
I think Attack on Titan's that
But
one
I'm
though.
saying that's what we
'Cause
talk
it's
about
finished.
Mount Trash. Not that's Mount Trash. The Mount Rushmore is
Mount
because
Trashmore.
they paved the way.
Mount
they-
Trashmore
They
crazy.
paved the way. Naruto's one
Yeah,
of those.
yeah.
that paved the way.
Naruto,
Even-
Dragon Ball
even
Z, Pokemon.
even if it's like okay, yeah, it does bite a little bit off it. It's because it's a legend. Like you got to take from the greats.
Yeah.
You got to take from the greats.
Everybody
They did
done
the
bit
best.
off of Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Z.
everybody, yeah, for sure.
Anytime someone's powering up,
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z.
yeah.
And almost all anime they do that now. So Dragon Ball Z.
That's why they're on that Mount Rushmore is because they created.
Which
this-
speaking
this-
of, you see that Dragon Ball Z about to drop
Oh, yeah,
again.
about to, drop again. It's
This is-
crazy, bro.
We've
Like,
been through a long drought.
bro, last time they dropped.
Well, not no
it's a
drought.
lot
They've been
that's
dropping
happening.
like
No.
little
Daima.
mini series and Daima and like superhero
Yeah.
and
But,
you know
this
what I
is
mean?
all before
We need a
what's his
real
name
sequel.
passed away,
Akira
Akira
Toriyama.
After it's a lot. They have to kind of let people grieve a little bit because
Crazy thing,
that's
they
a
gonna
big loss.
remake. They're remaking all of Super, like the
Yeah,
animation.
Don't say that's a big
Which the
loss.
animation
You
was
can't
crazy.
you can't just keep going as if that
I
didn't
ain't really
happen.
like
You know
the
what I mean? In
animation.
anime,
That's what I'm saying. The animation, like in early seasons of Super, I ain't gonna lie, they had that jump perfected. Like when Goku, Ultra Instinct, by the time they got to that Tournament of Power, the animation was on point. I'm saying early, trash.
Yeah.
They had to remake that. That jump was trash. But now it's getting remade. About to come out with a whole new Dragon Ball Super Moral Moro. It's gonna be a tough year for Dragon Ball Z. I think that's probably like next year, tail end of this year.
They
Yeah.
got Toyo
I mean,
on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot that happened since Toriyama.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, I
Rest
think
in peace to
you
GOAT.
you have to give a little bit break for that because it's a lot of people. Like you can't just keep it going after one of the legends passed like that. You can't just okay, keep on going with it. You gotta give people time to kind of breathe. That, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even during the gaming aspect of it, like with the Dragon Quest, he did the artwork for. The,
Oh, yep.
was that
Blue Dragon
Panzer
too, right?
No, not Panzer Dragon. What's the
Was Blue Dragon him? That's him,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Blue Dragon.
What, Akira Toriyama did that?
Yeah, the artwork. And then what's I forget,
Yeah.
Panzer Dragon. It's not Panzer
Dragon Quest.
Dragon. I did Dragon Quest. I forgot what the name of it. Oh, Chrono Trigger. That's
Oh,
what I meant. Chrono Trigger.
I heard
Yeah,
Chrono Trigger's a classic
Yeah,
too.
it is a classic.
Like that's one of them
But
ones.
he did a lot other than just the anime, the series and stuff. He did a lot of stuff outside of that too. So, but yeah, man, it's a lot that it's a lot that.
Anime got been having some gas, bro.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot of good anime. It's so many keep up, bro. They be having dropping new seasons. Jujutsu Kaisen just dropped. I don't know if y'all seen that latest JJK.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, Joe was like,
I don't really like getting into it when it's like just dropped because it takes a
Yeah,
while.
gotta
You
see
get so
it.
into the series and then now you gotta wait for the
12
next.
episodes.
and
That's
then
all you get.
Netflix got their own anime now.
Everybody gotta get
Like
on
they
that,
own.
right?
No, I'm saying like they got their own umbrella. They're making their own anime.
Demon Slayer went crazy and beat out every movie.
That's not Netflix though.
No, I'm saying after Demon Slayer did crazy in the box office, now everybody got to get an anime division.
Yeah, but they
They
slick.
got to invest.
They
in
slick
anime
been making their own anime.
Yeah, they been getting other anime like they get One Piece.
And some of these are like
take from other stuff.
their IPs though. Like
Is Seven Deadly Sins?
that's them.
Netflix?
I was about to say
Fire.
that's them.
Yeah,
they made that's
fire.
theirs.
Fire.
Seven Deadly
I think
Sins.
they
What
got-
else? That other? Oh no, I was about to say what's the name? There's this show that's called. Hey, it's called
I brought it up.
not Ragnarok something. Record of Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
I tried to watch that. I tried
That's
to watch
them.
that last week, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It was.
Bro. I heard
Like,
that's real good.
Are they taking it serious or are they just throwing out a bunch of?
No, some of these is
Yeah,
good.
some of them good. Like it's this one.
Seven Deadly Sins.
this
You never
one-
No,
seen
not
Seven
that.
Deadly
That's not what I'm
Sins?
saying. I'm saying as far as like that could be a hit, but I'm just saying, are they just throwing stuff out there to just say we got anime and it's not even they're not putting a lot of good anything.
No. Some of those,
Artwork's
a
trash.
lot of those are good. Baki, I don't watch
I
Baki,
haven't watched Baki,
but I heard Baki is one.
yeah.
That's a good anime.
Yakamoto's
What's that? School Days?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yakamoto
Yakumoto
School
School
Days.
Days. I
Bro,
didn't. I never
or
seen
something
that.
like that.
Have
You
you
seen that?
Bro's like an assassin. He's like an assassin.
Oh
or
wait,
something that's. I'm probably thinking about.
you
something
think about
else.
Assassination Classroom?
No, Assassination Classroom is
That's the
different.
yellow guy.
Yeah. That's something different.
Oh,
What
well,
I'm
you talk about
it's
something
a
else.
retired assassin, and they all trying to come
Oh, yeah,
assassinate
yeah,
him
I
and
know
stuff
you
like
about
that. He got a
chubby
family.
dude?
Yeah,
Yeah,
chubby
yeah,
dude. He
yeah,
got
yeah,
family
yeah,
and
yeah,
he
I know
got
what
daughter
you're
and
talking
stuff
about,
like
yeah.
that.
It's
now.
called
But
Yakamoto School Days?
He's still nice with
Yeah,
it though. It's
yeah.
called Yakamoto something. I forget.
I think you can see that on Crunchyroll. I thought.
Oh, is it?
I could.
I seen it
Oh,
on
yeah, that
Netflix.
might not just be a Netflix
I seen it on
exclusive.
Netflix.
I
A
say,
few
like,
of these are
Netflix
Netflix
be-
exclusive,
no,
like
Netflix
Seven
be-
Deadly
I'm
Sins,
saying
Baki.
Yeah.
They only on Netflix.
Like anime from other places.
But yeah, Naruto's on Netflix. They got
Yeah,
some
I'm saying,
like
yeah, they got One Piece up there.
they got some, and if it's on Netflix, that's usually like if it's not their anime, that's the worst place to watch that particular anime because they never have like
Unless
all
you
the
got-
episodes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They never
It's kinda
have
like, remember
unless
when
it's a Demon Slayer. They got that down to a
when I was
T.
trying to-
They
remember I
made
was
sure
trying to
they were
binge-
getting all that money.
I was trying to binge Naruto. I think and I was on Hulu, and they ain't have all the episodes.
Hulu always had every episode. It won't just finish. They have every dub, but they
Yeah,
always
that's
had
probably
every
what it was.
sub.
They have every
That's
sub.
how I watched.
Because that's why I was watching. That's how I watched Naruto
I think I started Naruto on Netflix, and then I watched Shippuden on Hulu.
on Hulu.
Yeah.
Crazy thing, bro. I was watching Naruto when it wasn't finished.
This was in 2020. I just
You
saw
talking about the
Naruto.
kids?
No, not even then. I'm saying like Shippuden wasn't finished. Like when they was doing the Fourth Ninja War, that took a long time to get done.
For real.
I had to wait,
I'm
thug it.
glad I waited.
Well,
Because I
thug
waited.
it out, but it was worth. It was worth
That's the
it
thing.
during that whole journey
you
going with
always
it.
You always gotta wait because that's why I don't.
And bro, the worst thing about anime about waiting ain't like every other show where it's like you wait the next week and okay, new episode. No,
You gotta wait some months or
Naruto
a year.
next week you gotta wait maybe a month because they'll be like the next few weeks straight filler. Bro, what? What? You don't even know when they gonna drop the new
It'd be like when
straight
you
filler.
waiting for so long, and then the next one is just
another filler.
charging up for like the whole
Bro,
episode.
it don't even be that. Dragon Ball Super actually was better with that.
No.
Nah, this
The
is a
Tournament of
flashback.
Power?
No, bro, they would do a whole episode committed to flashbacks, straight flashbacks. A filler too. This ain't even canon flashback. This is just filler. Something they rehashing or something like, bro. Watch out. But Naruto's still a masterpiece
If
to
it's
me.
actually good, if it got like really some context, like what they did with Attack on Titan, some of those flashbacks really gave.
Nah,
like, in-depth-
Attack on Titan. I ain't gonna lie. Nowadays,
too well
they do
written.
not waste no time.
They gave you
They
like,
all
every
that
time they did a
100
flashback,
fillers, and
every
they
time
ain't doing
did
none
a
of that.
Flashback was important.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Attack
you
on
watch
Titan ain't no
that.
filler
There
in
was no
Attack
filler
on
in Attack
Titan.
on Titan,
Every
bro.
dialogue
None.
means
You needed
is
to watch it to
important.
get the story. You needed to get that. Extra
Only
part
them
of the story. You need
big
that.
anime like shonen anime do that. Like
Yeah.
what's the name? Black Clover,
Black Clover.
freaking
Yeah, Black Clover. is
One
good for
Piece,
that, actually.
One Piece. Those anime with like 300 plus apps filler. There's gonna be a lot of it.
No
Expect
wonder
it.
why I can't finish Black
Expect
Clover,
it.
bro. Like I think the last thing
You
I
probably been
seen-
watching filler.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I'm
and
like,
don't
bro,
even
where
realize you're watching filler.
where's
When
the
are they
main
gonna
part?
start doing?
Yeah.
Because you're in filler, bro.
I mean,
You ain't noticed like the new anime, they don't waste no time. That's why they actually been taken off. Like Demon
Gotcha.
Slayer and stuff,
Gotcha,
they
gotcha.
drop like low concise seasons, like a normal show would be like 12 episodes a season. Back in the day, one season, 200 episodes. Bro, they just announced One Piece just finished its first season. 1,200 episodes for the first season.
You're wild. You're
What
wild.
you mean y'all just finished the first season?
Bro, y'all could break that up into like 7,
So
8,
that, bro, that
9
means that show's
seasons,
going on
bro.
for the rest of our life at that
probably,
point. Then.
Probably after us.
Oh,
Honestly.
God. This ain't no way, y'all. That's the first season.
Yeah, and
No
then,
funny
then you
stuff.
gotta think
Nowadays,
about
Demon Slayer,
how long
one season, 15
how long
episodes. You feel
One
me?
Piece, if that's the first season, it basically goes through my generation all the way till now.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Like,
it's
crazy.
because it hit so many different generations that you got so many different fans for that series. With Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Z,
you got brand
broken
new.
up into sections, like Dragon Ball. Then you got Dragon Ball Z. Then you got the
The GT.
Saiyan Saga.
all that.
but
I
then
feel
you
like
got the
Z is like
Frieza Saga.
such a. That's the
It's
one.
kinda
That's
like
the
it's
one
one
for the
big-
culture.
it's the
Oh
one- that's what I'm
God,
saying.
that's
They
the
was-
one most people
Everybody
know.
be like Dragon
Yeah,
Ball
when you
Z,
think
but
about
they
it.
they don't break it up into like the Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga.
Yeah, no.
Android. They don't do.
They
it.
just
like
Dragon Ball Z. Oh God, Dragon
That's
Ball
it.
Z.
There's no
Dragon Ball Z is
there's
Dragon
it's
Ball
like,
Z.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think I think they should break it into that. That's why I was saying I think that every universe needs to do like a I don't know, like I would say like more like a Marvel DC situation where they have a universe because like they got so many characters, but they don't get used after a certain point. Like you got Piccolo, Namcha, Tien, Chaozu,
The power scaling. The power scaling is so crazy
but think
now.
about it from a standpoint of like Spider-Man got his own thing, Iron Man got his own thing. Like if they broke it up, Namcha got his own little thing he does on the side when he's not with Goku. And then they come together, and then it's Dragon Ball Z. It's like that.
Yeah.
If they do it like that, that'd be because you still use everybody. Everybody
Well, they
got
get their own little
lane,
solo.
and they got their own abilities and special abilities and stuff like that. If they did it like that, like Piccolo got his own little series with Gohan, and they go do their own side.
Do you
quest,
think people
whatever.
would tune in
I would.
I would.
to Yamcha?
It depends on how they do it.
Yeah.
Nah, if they
If they
finesse it.
Yamcha, he's like the low level, like Batman, like
Yeah,
Daredevil type guy. He's
If
not
you
really
make-
doing no.
Oh,
He's
God.
fighting these low tier guys. He's just
But
like,
if you make his
cleaning up the
villains
streets
like,
and stuff like
if
that,
you make his
yeah.
villains interesting and stuff.
yeah, Yamcha's over there, like he's
or
protecting the kids in the village and stuff. Like
I was
that.
gonna say Gohan with Mr. Sandman, but nah,
Nah, I think
because he got nerfed when he was
they
doing
need
that.
to put him and Piccolo on their own journey. Like they be like, hey, yo, we're going over here to.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like Superhero was their movie.
I'm saying it was their movie. I'm saying, but
That
they
was
need
Piccolo
they
and
need to
Gohan
give them
movie.
like have their little branch off. Like let them go off. Okay, we're going to Namek. We're gonna protect Namek, and then Goku and them stay at Earth, and they protect Earth, and then stuff happens over there, and then they're protecting that space, and like they got their own planetary threats, and they're coming to try to do whatever, and they're doing their thing.
Right.
I feel like if they did it like that, it'd be like, yo, the new Gohan Piccolo Jinx coming out.
Yeah, I would
And
tune
then when they come
in.
together, they got some big giant threat coming to destroy the universe. Hey, we need y'all to come to Earth. They got the da-da-da-da. And then they all come together and they're like, Dragon Ball Z, unite! And
Yeah,
then,
I saw it.
and they all do their little pose. At the beginning. Like,
How you
Dragon-
feel?
You know what I mean? They do the little, when Cyclops like, come to me, my X-Men.
Hey,
And
watch
like,
out.
and they all come
I
together.
don't
like,
think that's Dragon Ball ever gave like team like that. That's like they ain't no
They ain't
team.
gotta do that
The Ginyu
particularly. I'm
Force.
just saying they can.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
they
it's the Ginyu Force.
Oh God, that's a Ginyu Force.
I'm saying, but they could do it like that. I think everybody would tune in because everybody's fans of different
Yeah.
people in Dragon Ball Z. Like I'm a
Yeah.
Piccolo
It just
guy. That's
depends
my
on
guy.
How you
them.
feel about
Piccolo's my guy.
how you feel
So
about
if they gave
them?
him his own little thing, I'm tuning in.
It was a point in time where Piccolo was a problem.
No, Piccolo,
Yeah,
bro, Piccolo
yeah.
is black
and in the
though.
early
Yeah,
Dragon Ball
facts,
Z,
for a fact, for a
him
fact.
and
Piccolo black.
Yeah.
That's why I bangs with Piccolo,
Yo,
and he
Piccolo
put it
did-
on.
He's always training. He's so serious. Piccolo,
And
he
that,
takes
but that's that
everything
boy
serious.
Gohan's
You
real
tell everybody they
dad.
need to be training.
That's
Piccolo,
that boy
Piccolo
Gohan,
stay
real
ready.
father, bro.
Piccolo stay ready. He don't need
For
to
a
get
fact.
ready. Everybody be like,
But I ain't gonna lie, Piccolo be aura farming, bro. He be aura farming. He's the biggest aura farmer.
I'm just saying, Piccolo.
He just
don't
be
get-
sitting on a rock,
He be meditating.
cape blowing in the wind,
He be
just to go get
meditating.
folded.
That's just
That's
him,
part of the
bruh.
battle right
part of
there.
him.
That's
Yeah,
part of the
that's-
training.
That boy be
Get your
aura-
mind right. You
that
get
boy
your
be
mind
aura
right, Piccolo,
farming.
like I
You look
said.
good. You feel good.
Every
you fight
time,
good.
look, every time they get there, you see everybody.
cap.
Everybody be sweating when people showing up. Piccolo be just sitting there.
chilling, wind blowing.
I ain't gonna lie,
Hey, we
I
gotta
bangs
do
with the
this.
fact like Piccolo could stretch his arms on some Mr.
Piccolo,
Fantastic.
They be, man, they don't be using
He could
Piccolo
grow his
the
arms
right
back,
way
you
at
feel
some
me?
They
time,
just
man.
gave
They
him a
be-
power boost. Like
I know.
last year. They
And then
just
people
gave
be
him a
hating
power
and saying
boost.
like, "Oh, he cheated." Nah, they
Bro.
should have been gave him that because like the Gohan got his power awakened back when the Kai's open awakened, gave him his potential and all that stuff. Ain't nobody say
Yeah.
nothing about him.
And then they nerfed him to the ground.
Yeah. And but then I'm just saying like Piccolo, they nerfed him. They basically capped him off. Oh, he
They
can't
did.
get any stronger. He was gonna be down there with Namcha and them.
Yeah.
Nah, he better
I
than
mean, that's
them.
what they were gonna do if they ain't do what he did.
Like you telling me this nigga the
Toriyama
same
had-
strength as Krillin? No way.
No, yeah, no, ain't no.
Nah, he better
Ain't
than
no
Krillin
way.
now.
Ain't
No
no
way, bro.
way.
He, I'm saying he been stronger than
He
Krillin.
shouldn't even be like low tier. Piccolo shouldn't even be
Man.
like in that low
Nah.
tier group with them though.
Nah,
Like,
no
he be
cap.
fighting with Yamcha and Krillin, bro.
He need
like,
to be like they keep giving Frieza power ups and stuff. Man, that nigga should have
Yeah.
been gave Piccolo.
Yeah, the Frieza ain't going
bro.
nowhere. He's stuck.
Yeah, but they always turn the villains like Piccolo was a villain at once. Now he's friends with everybody. Vegeta was a villain at once.
My
now
only
he's a
thing with
friend.
Dragon Ball Z
Yeah.
is this.
they did
I
it
can't
with Frieza
get.
too.
I can't,
in
bro.
The, in the Super Series.
To me, Naruto will always be better because like I can't get with the whole, bro. This like I feel like with
somebody
the
died.
fights, it's not even as high stake as it should be because
Yeah.
like
Dragon Ball.
motherfucker just gonna come back.
Dragon Ball.
Oh God, he coming back. Yeah, what? Like the
People
high
came back
stake
to life.
fights.
People came back to life in Naruto.
My man's Jiraiya
Nobody- who
is
came back to
gone
life?
forever.
Remember when
Nobody came back to
was it
life.
Gaara took out they came and they healed everybody.
That one secluded time.
I'm just
I ain't
saying.
gonna lie.
And
And
even-
Shorty had to
technically-
die.
and then-
Shorty had
and
to die.
Who was that,
technically,
Tsunade?
didn't even,
No, the
Sasuke
sand
died.
lady.
He died and got brought back.
Who?
Sasuke.
Nigga never got
He
brought
had to
back.
die to get the power. That
Oh, when he was getting captured
yeah.
and the little
In the cocoon thing he was in.
Okay.
What do you
He had to
mean?
die.
I don't think
I
he
don't know if
died.
he died or
They
not.
said
I'm
he
about to
had
say
to die
died.
to be brought back and get the power.
I don't know. I don't remember that. I ain't seen Naruto in a little minute,
Bro,
but that
Orochimaru
don't
was
seem
on some
right.
Crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. Gary did get brought back the one time. The little sand lady, old ass lady. She was some little
I'm
jutsu,
telling you, people. Be
but she
brought
had
back.
to. It cost her life to bring him back.
I'm just
So
saying.
she still died.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, you ain't doing nothing. You wishing these niggas back. You
Every
get to
trip.
live. You get a fat ass even if you want to, bro. Bulma doing whatever she want. She always know where the balls are at. So she,
Yeah.
no Diddy, no Diddy. But she could just always go find them. Bring Goku back
I
or
don't
whoever,
like it.
even
I
though
don't-
it's some rules
I
to
don't
it, but
like
it's
that. I
like
don't like that
the
they
high
did that,
stakes
though.
don't be feeling as
I
high.
don't like that they did that. They down
Like with
they just know
Naruto,
where the
niggas be
Dragon
really
Balls
getting
at.
folded, dead, gone, never they return.
It do give it does hit different when they you know the
Neji
character.
dead.
Yeah, it does.
You
hit-
feel me?
When
Neji, yeah,
Rock
dead
Lee
like a
was
mug.
like injured and he really was like he
Bro,
would never be the
on
same
God,
again.
you be like, dang,
You're like, yo,
I
he
like
was
that
going
character.
crazy.
On
Yeah,
God,
I wanted to see
Even
what
even
he
when
was
your
really
character
cool.
dies, like, dang, that was my favorite character.
I'm glad
my
Goku
favorite character
dies,
ain't
like,
die.
I ain't gonna
Goku's
lie.
back.
That would be a big moment too. Like, say Vegeta died and never, bro, that would break the internet.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm
That
done
would break the
I'm done
internet.
watching Dragon Ball. Vegeta died.
That would break the internet.
They-
All right, it don't gotta be Vegeta, but say like
They
a
been
big
hoeing
character
Vegeta
died.
for the longest, bro.
But
Bro, they been
I'm
hoeing
saying,
Vegeta
just
for the
say
longest.
a
need
big
to do
character
that. They
died,
need to
like
break the
Piccolo
Dragon
or
Ball.
something.
They need to drag the. They need
Oh
to
God, they need something that would break the internet. Say Piccolo died, he can't come back. That would break the internet. Somebody.
Exactly. Why it can't be
'Cause
Trunks,
they
bro?
gotta-
Why it can't be
Cause-
Trunks? Get Trunks up
Cause
out
I
of
ain't
there,
gonna
bro.
lie.
Yeah.
Krillin would be big because Krillin.
Nah,
been
Krillin
in
ain't-
since
Since
Dragon
the
Ball.
jump.
But don't nobody
Since the
care
jump.
about him
he's
enough.
one of the
Jump.
first characters.
It don't mean
ever.
Him
it,
and Goku grew up
bro.
together.
That's how.
Yeah.
That's what makes big story beats. Is like when someone you care about die.
Yeah, Krillin.
It gotta be someone you care about.
Like, you don't-
like when Jiraiya died, people loved Jiraiya. That's
Yeah.
why it meant something.
And I think
'Cause
Krillin's
people
one of those
love
people.
Jiraiya.
People like Krillin too.
Not like that.
Yeah, they do. 'Cause
Nobody.
Jiraiya didn't
I don't
really-
think people
Krillin been
care
there
about
since
like.
the jump, though,
I
bro.
don't know
Yeah.
nobody
Krillin been there
that's
since the
Krillin
jump,
Krillin
bro.
fans
Cool.
though. I don't know no Krillin fans.
All right,
But
No
Krillin-
Krillin.
Krillin
There's
is
no
still
Krillin
loved.
stands
That's
out
true.
there.
That's
Krillin
true.
is still
There's
loved.
no
Yeah.
Krillin
But I'm saying
stands.
he's
He's
a lovable-
loved,
he's a
but I
lovable-
don't know nobody that's like, nah, that's my
He's-
favorite
I'm saying,
character.
but he's
Nobody
he's
likes
a
Krillin like
staple-
that.
He's a staple in Dragon Ball.
Oh God, but I don't think people
If he
care
die-
that
If he
much.
dies and never come back. Oh wait, he
Masaroshi.
did get exploded.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but he brought-
Nobody
He got brought
cared.
back.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
he got
saying
brought
Nobody
it's
cared
because
even
they keep
then.
bringing people back.
Even
Facts,
then,
though. Yeah,
but
yeah.
you didn't even know you could bring him back then, and we still didn't care.
back. I mean, I don't know. When I watched it,
Well,
when
I'm
I
saying,
watched
I'm
it, yeah, I
saying, I'm
didn't
speaking
know.
on him. He didn't know that
I
that
didn't
nigga
know.
was
I
getting
don't
brought
think I
back.
knew
When
when
that
I
nigga
first
Frieza
watched it.
blew that nigga up, he thought it was GG's.
Remember during when who died during when
But
Vegeta
somebody,
Nappa
somebody died during
Nappa
Dragon Ball.
died. Vegeta died,
Didn't
too.
Piccolo get killed? He got killed.
No, actually,
Piccolo got killed. Trying to save-
Goku.
trying to save
Goku did get
yeah when he
Piccolo.
Raditz.
Nah, you remember Piccolo
Yeah,
special
oh,
beam
yeah,
canned
special
them.
beam can.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, you're right.
Raditz.
Yeah, with Raditz.
I'm
Goku
saying,
did
and
die
then Goku-
previous,
then Piccolo
and they
died
brought him back.
during saving
Yeah.
saving Gohan.
Yeah, they brought it. Yeah,
Frieza died.
that wasn't the
Not
first
Frieza,
time. Yeah, you
but
didn't know that you could bring Krillin
Vegeta
back. That
died.
don't lame, bro.
Frieza art.
And Krillin, nobody would care. You gotta use a big
You know what
character
I'm saying? If they knew that they weren't coming back, it was
like
different.
in JJK, Gojo.
yeah,
That's a big. That was a big one too, because it's
But I
like
mean, but we
that's
don't know.
like dang near the
just
main
saying,
character.
We don't know. It's still
Man,
early. He could
that
be.
nigga's
is. I
gone.
don't think he's dead.
That
Right,
nigga's
I think
gone.
he might come back. I think he might
That
come back.
nigga's
think
out of
he
there.
dead,
That
bro.
nigga's outie. Even if right now we think he's dead, we don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
we
no,
don't
no,
know
yeah,
what
yeah.
may happen.
that's
He's
true.
dead as far as we see it. He's dead. That nigga's the best character on the show
But you-
too.
the way they
I need
did
to go
it, it
finish
looked like
that.
it's like,
I think that
didn't
nigga's dead.
I'm saying, when it did happen, it looked kind of like it didn't hit. It looked like when it happened, did you be like, oh, he's coming back next? Like,
Nah.
the way it
Especially
happened,
when they that strong.
you know what I'm
And
saying?
I
When
ain't
it
gonna
hap-
lie,
when it happened,
Gojo-
it didn't look like
Gojo,
it
it
should have
didn't
been
hit-
more epic when
It
he
didn't
died.
hit like it
didn't
would
really-
have hit because
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie,
yeah.
Gojo been spoiled. Like when he got killed in the manga, that was such a big thing. Cause bro, when you think about Jujutsu Kaisen, that's probably like who you
I
think
don't know, I
of.
think he might come back.
Like that's their biggest character. But
Yeah,
in the
Gojo-
manga when he
Gojo
got
was
killed,
Sukuna, yeah.
people were like, bro, it was getting spoiled everywhere. Like, oh my God, Gojo died. And they did it in the show. I think he's
know.
dead. I ain't seen no manga where they're like he's back. I'm pretty sure the
I'm
manga's
saying, but
out.
you
I
see-
think that
I
nigga's
don't think the
dead.
manga's
You
finished.
see how they
though.
do it though.
It's not finished.
I'm saying you see how they do
Hey,
it.
I don't-
It's like there's
I ain't
people
seen
right
nobody
now,
get brought back in that show either
eating
though.
all these fingers. That guy's dead.
Who? Sukuna?
Yeah, he's, you know what I'm saying?
That nigga's dead for real
I'm
though.
saying, but he
He just lives in- he only lives in
He
Yuji.
can come back if he gets all of his. He can take over.
Yeah,
he
you
can come back.
This
gotta
nigga
do all of
Gojo-
that
this
just
nigga
for this
Gojo
nigga. You
might
gotta
come
do
back.
a
I
whole
I mean, it
ritual.
might be some type because the way the mythos is like it's all this.
I mean, for right now,
these spells. It's kind of
Gojo
like the
is
dark
dead.
underworld type things, like demons and. So you never
Gojo.
know. You could,
I just feel like death just hires the stakes, especially
does,
with
it does.
anime.
It does.
Anime do death like the best too.
Yeah.
Like I ain't gonna lie, like just like with the art and like
Yeah,
the
Attack on
feels, the
Titan.
music, you always
Attack
feel
on
death
Titan.
in anime.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
Everybody that died in there.
Attack on what?
You're like,
that's
yo.
one. That's why Attack on Titan is literally that good because the stakes are literally on 1,000 every show. You don't know who may die,
Like you said,
bro.
no
yeah.
filler.
Bro,
filler.
no filler. Anyone can
Nobody's
die.
coming
Bro,
back.
they even made the. I ain't gonna lie. When Aaron died, I was like, okay, now y'all. You remember he died early. I
Early,
said,
man, early
ain't
in
no
the day.
way y'all killing main character like this.
Yeah.
But I even believed it for a second. Like this
No,
nigga
yeah,
Aaron's
no,
really
I-
dead.
No, I didn't believe it. I was like, what?
I thought
That was
when
crazy.
I
I'm like,
first seen
this the
Attack
be-
on Titan,
this
I
the
thought like,
beginning of
ain't
the-
no
this
way
like the
the
beginning
main
of the
character is
thing.
really dead. But
Yeah.
they actually
I
dragged
knew
it for like
something
an
was-
episode and a
I
half.
thought something something was about to happen. Though I was like, hell,
But then you find out he could turn into a Titan and all that. But all them other people dead, and then Aaron does I don't even want to like spoil that. But,
Yeah.
you
No,
feel me?
I seen. I
He
thought
He
that
does
Yeah,
eventually
eventually die,
get killed, so it's like, bro, Attack on Titan wouldn't be that good if you could just wish these niggas back, like literally.
But honestly, I don't know because
Literally.
the storyline in itself, bro, like,
Crazy.
I felt like they wrote
Crazy.
that backwards, bro. I felt
Yeah.
like they wrote that
Yeah.
story backwards.
Yeah, literally,
how they was thinking.
literally they wrote it
They came up
backwards.
with the ending first,
Li-
and then
yeah.
went backwards
Right.
from there, you know?
Because they
Right.
literally showed you it was backwards.
Everything and
Literally.
and when you go through and watch it
Masterpiece
over and over
writing.
again, bro,
Masterpiece
you
writing.
catch all the little details. Like you catch everything. Like,
Everything.
you even see like Aaron from a kid in the background or something
Oh,
like
God.
that, or you see Aaron in the future
Watching
in the
himself,
background,
just like in the
second
cut
episode,
looking like,
yeah,
bro.
like
Whole time he was there, but you
Yeah,
didn't
bro.
realize because
Yeah.
you don't even know that's Aaron with the long hair. Because you didn't knowing that's what Aaron's gonna look like. But whole time they had that plan, which is just masterful
the
writing.
whole
bro.
time him and Zeke related in a
And then the
formal way or
character
something like
development. That's another thing. The character development.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z. That character development be so ABC 1, 2, 3.
yeah.
This nigga Goku been Goku since day one. Like,
They
that.
also,
I mean, Goku Black though.
that's it, but they also made.
man, that boy Goku don't
they
got no
always
character
made, like,
development
they
for real.
didn't, like even the humans that couldn't turn into, they
No,
still
no,
made them
I will-
relevant
I ain't gonna
and,
lie.
like taking down
Vegeta,
the
though-
Titans and everything like that.
Right.
So
I can't.
it wasn't like they
can't.
just
Vegeta
you
do
can't,
got some.
you can't do that. You over there, like how they did like it got to a point in Dragon Ball Z where
Yeah, a
some
lot of
characters
characters
just became
obsolete. Yeah.
Master Roshi, Yajirobe, Tien Chaozu, even Krillin.
Yeah.
After the Frieza saga, Krillin was done. He
Mm-hmm.
can't do nothing. Like, after that Frieza saga, half of all the characters that were treated,
The whole cast.
all gone.
Mm-hmm.
Now you only have Piccolo, Vegeta, and Goku and Gohan. Now you basically only then you got Trunks, future Trunks and all that. But it's like you get rid of half the cast because they can't do nothing. They're
Right.
fighting the little henchmen. Even then, they're getting beat up. The little cells,
Cell Juniors.
they're coming
Like, bro,
out. They're
how
beating them
losing
up. I was
How
like,
is
yo.
Piccolo losing to Cell Juniors?
Yeah, I didn't. He was just beating up cells.
That boy Yamcha lost to a
Yeah.
Yamcha lost to a Cyberman, bro.
Yeah, got his.
Yeah.
Got
I mean,
folded by a
I
Cyberman.
don't know, man.
At least Krillin went out like a real ninja, though. You feel me?
But bro, that's what I meant to say. Vegeta actually got some.
Character development.
Yeah, him and Piccolo.
That's my
I ain't gonna lie.
favorite
They got. I can't even do Dragon Ball Z like that. Especially like Majin Vegeta phase. Super like peak character development.
Bro, he was crashing out just.
He was
just for the hell of it. Yeah, like,
just cause he can't stand the Goku being stronger than him, bro.
I don't know if
take this
y'all-
little power
I
boost.
don't know,
Oh,
I don't know if
God.
y'all watched Daima, but I'm like, even when they went to the demon world where,
I ain't watched Daima.
The Mechans came from, they didn't really have a lot for Piccolo there.
So he ain't getting no boost, no night. I ain't watched Daima.
I ain't watched
See,
But
Daima.
nah, he didn't get any really shine, and they didn't even kind of tell you the deep story of like the Namekians. They had one Namekian that was main character. I ain't gonna spoil it for you, but it just didn't really. I thought that would have been the best time to kind of get the backstory for Piccolo and like the deep aspect. Because remember, we always saw Demon King Piccolo.
Right.
You're like, oh, they're finally going to the demon realm, and then they just don't really go really crazy with it. It's just like
I'm glad.
they kind of skip past all of that. I felt like that was they dropped the ball with that.
I knew I wasn't missing anything.
And it happened. This is a prequel to like I think it's right after Boo, the Boo saga.
Oh, for
Daima
real?
is before Boo.
Yeah, it's before. And it was after Boo. I think it's
After
right
Boo?
Yep.
Why are they babies?
I mean,
They transformed
got-
them.
they got
They used
cursed
magic to
up.
transform back, and
Oh.
then they had to go. I ain't gonna ruin it for you, but if y'all
I
ever do
don't- I
watch
don't
it,
even care about
Daima,
it.
it's a side quest after.
But it is canon.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I
because
don't think it is. Is it?
I think
think
most
that
of
is
them
canon.
now. Yeah, because they got Super Saiyan.
I think
4.
that's
Yeah,
canon.
Yeah, it's canon. 'cause they
do
got
have-
Super Saiyan 4 in there.
Vegeta.
Yeah, that new that new Super Saiyan, which a lot of people didn't like the art style for it, but
Before we get too long and winded on this, man, we love anime. It plays a big role in how we evolved as nerds, I guess you could say.
no man,
It plays a big part
Special
of
place.
our entertainment and stuff like that.
special place.
Like I said, we can go for days talking about animes and different series and things like that. But hey, we got to end at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But tune in. Keep
Haters
tuning
Club,
in,
man. We gonna keep the content pumping, man.
for sure. And we'll have different content. It's just our anime episode.
Hey, check out for 2-6, bro. We gotta react to that.
Yeah, 2-6.
Gotta react
for
to
sure.
that. Man.
Yeah, Cold World. You know, when
Cold
we drop
World.
from 2-6, we'll be reacting to that. That might, that may not be in our next video, but just tune in. You know,
I
reactions.
think that is next. That's next week.
No, it ain't next week.
Yeah, that's next week. It's next week.
But yeah, we're gonna do some reactions. We're gonna talk about different stuff. You know, so
Gotta
just
keep
tune
it
in.
real diverse, man. Like
Yeah,
and
keep it
subscribe.
diverse. Everything nerddom. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that's a word. Nerddom.
Nerd 'em.
Yeah, everything from anime, comic books, music, everything. You know what I'm saying? Tune in to the Haters Club.
Yes, sir.
Drop once a week.
When the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl is on the way. That's in 2 weeks.
We got a few different
That's
things.
in 2 weeks. Seahawks, Seahawks taking
I
that.
got Seahawks too. I ain't gonna lie.
You ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
Well, we'll catch y'all next time.
Yes, sir.
All right, till next time, man. Till
Till
then.
next time.
Out.
We out.